All right, here we go. So this is going to be about roasting chickens. I think it's really super important that you know how to cook, first of all, and super important that when you're cooking, you know how to do it safely and how to make it taste good, or else you're not going to want to eat it. So this is just roasting chickens. Usually once a week, I will roast 2 chickens. I go to Costco is where I've been getting mine. These are organic. I should probably turn a light on. Hang on just a second. Oh, that didn't help the whole time, did it? How's that? Let me take a look here. Yep, so organic. These are from Fulton Valley Farms. They're raised without the use of antibiotics, fed vegetarian diets, and no animal byproducts. They're not fed any animal byproducts, and they're free range. So nice organic chickens. Over at Costco, I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. These 2 chickens cost about 27 bucks. But these 2 chickens, after I've got them roasted, will last me for probably about 5 days. Me and my family, there's 3 of us living here currently, will last for about 5 days. And I turn them into different things. I make different things out of them. And then I save the bones after they're roasted, put them in the freezer till I have like 4 to 6 different carcasses, put them into a pot and make my own bone broth. So these chickens that $27 goes a long way. So roasting chickens, I'm going to show you really quickly what I do and how easy it is. One of the benefits, ooh, that was noisy. One of the benefits of roasting your own chickens is that there's no carrageenan in it. Carrageenan is a chemical that a lot of places put in their roasted chickens as a preservative. I'm thinking of what carrageenan is. And quite frankly, you don't need it in there. Usually if you're buying a roasted chicken, it goes pretty quick. They don't usually last very long, at least they never do in our household. And you don't need that chemical in your body. It's really not good for you. It is a carcinogen. So roasting your own, you won't have that in there. How to know if there's that, if you are buying roasted chickens from, say, Costco or the supermarket, take a look at the ingredient list on there. If it's got carrageenan in it, it will have it listed. You don't want to be eating that. Look it up. Make sure you know what you're eating. So we're going to open up these bad boys. This is usually the hardest part of this for me, getting them out of their little baggies here. And once I've got the bags open, I rinse them off. So you should have a good water purifier on your sink, or you should be using purified water. You don't want to be running fluoride and chlorine over your chickens. So I have, right back behind here, my AquaTrue system. And oops, I take my water and I run it through the cavity of the chickens. Right, so I'm just pouring it inside there, pouring it around the body, and I'm just rinsing anything that's on there off. And then I'm going to take it and just set it right onto my foiled pan. The reason I use a foiled pan is because I don't like scrubbing pans. So the cleaner I can keep it, the less work I have to do afterwards. So, and then again, pouring clean water, rinsing this chicken off. And while I'm rinsing the chicken off, I'm telling it how grateful I am for it. I'm thanking it for the meals that it's going to supply my family. And I'm excited to have it in my kitchen. So thank you, chicken. Once I get there, I've got my extra virgin olive oil spray. You can just use regular olive oil. We just happen to have it here, so I'm just going to lightly spray these. These don't happen to have anything inside the cavities. So these don't have any of the organ meat or anything like that. So those are empty, is why I didn't take anything out of them. I'm sprinkling it with herbs. This is parsley. And this is just for flavor impartation. This really isn't going to give you a whole ton of nutritive benefit. What we're sprinkling on here is just going to, make it taste good. That side will be really good. So this is actually a herb de Provence, so it's just a nice herb blend. I like garlic on mine, so I'm going to sprinkle it with some garlic. I've got my Himalayan sea salt. I'm going to pour that one in my hand first, just because I keep pouring too much. So I'm going to sprinkle that on there. Some people like to cut an onion in half and stick half of an onion inside each cavity. That gives it some nice flavor. I need some black pepper. I'm going to sprinkle black pepper on there. So the skin of a chicken is partly organ meat. Some people eat the skin, some people say don't eat it, but it is organ meat, and it does have some nutritive value to it. And these clean chickens, it's going to be way better for you than if you're eating, you know, the chickens that are conventionally grown and processed. So that's what they look like going in. Sometimes I'll flip them upside down so the breast is down, keeps the juices flowing down into the breast, keeps them nice and moist. Most of the time I cook them just like they are because they're pretty when they're done. And then I have a thermometer. Here we go. I have a thermometer. It's a digital thermometer. And I monitor these until, I usually cook them for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I'll start checking them. It'll probably take an hour and a half or so to cook them fully, but 160 degrees, no more. If you go past 160 degrees too far, you're going to start drying the meat out. If you watch them and get it out at 160 degrees, they're going to be perfect, and you're not going to have a dry chicken. So I'm cooking them at 350. This is a convection oven, meaning it has a fan in the back of it. It's not necessary to roast a chicken. But I'm just going to let those cook for about an hour or so. You can set a timer if you need to. And then when they're done, I let them cool for a few minutes. What I like to do is strip all the meat off of them and then put it in the refrigerator, and then I have my carcasses that I freeze. So once these come out and cool a little bit, we'll get back on here and I'll show you how to strip the meat off the carcasses. All right, have a great evening.